Yo, yo, yo. What the hell going on, man? How y'all doing? How y'all be, man? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy HM3 back at it again. You did what I'm saying? And a nigga like me, man, been having a hell of a work week. Know what I'm saying? Hey man, I'm talking about running doubles, man. You know what I'm saying? When it's that time of year, that season, bro, you gotta run it up. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way around that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But salute to those who gonna tap in. What up with you? How you doing? How you be? How you feel? You know what I'm saying? Harley Quinn, what up with you, my lady? I see you. I see you. Shouted tapped in on the early though, for sure, for sure. That was handy, man. For real, for real. I like that. This right here, man, just a reaction stream. There's a few things I just want to react to. You know what I'm saying? Talk about. You know what I mean? Well, I got the time to. You know what I'm saying? And per usual, man. Thank God for social media in some cases because it's always something going on, and I mean always, always something going on, to where you can make content out of it and just give your opinion. Now, see, me personally, when I do my content, I try to just give an opinion, and I don't try to be the judgmental type to talk as if I'm in that person position or I'm above them. Nah, I don't rock out like that. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I keep it G and just, you know what I'm saying, give my opinion on how things could be and what could be a better option. But that ain't nothing but an opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that person. I'm not living that person life, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, of course, um, I think the first few videos I'm gonna run through, one of them, was talking about this whole situation with Anthony Edwards' baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, it's been going on for a minute. I think me and the homie Bert talked about it, and when we talked about it, we was kind of saying the type of shit that most of us older niggas would say. We say things along the line of like, "Hey, man, good and goddamn well, bro, what you were doing, what you were dealing with." You know what I'm saying? Now, we know Anthony Edwards, a young man. You know what I'm saying? He number 23. You know what I'm saying? What up with it, Ned? How you doing? How you doing? I'm gonna drop the link in a minute, Ned. You know what I'm saying? If you ready to come on up here, say something in the chat. I drop the link and we can both go over it at the same time. But this whole situation that's going on with him, so it seems, that he's trying to work to pay the child support up front. Now, in my opinion, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't, both of them wrong in the situation. Like he dead wrong, she dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just hang it on the head of, you know what I mean, to him. You know what I'm saying? I mean of her because I bet Ned. Um, I ain't gonna necessarily put it all on her because it's not all on her. You know what I'm saying? Because he was doing what he was doing. You know what I mean? Bro, I don't give a damn how bad she looking. Many times you go up in the raw, bro. She gonna get pregnant. It's gonna eventually happen. And you already know you a nigga with real emotion like status. Yes, nigga, she want the baby, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yes, she do want the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. She definitely want the baby. And as we see, she kept the baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, for the most part, I can say a lot of women, majority of the time, they'll keep the baby, even if it's with a dusty bum nigga. That's just how women are. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of other times, you got other women who are just selfish and no, they gonna get an abortion. That's just how they operate. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Cause this how I look at it. They say my body, my choice. All right, cool. Now in this instance right here, from what's being said was he told her, I don't want no kids. I don't want no dealings with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you tell a chick, you know what I mean? You just trying to smash her and you don't want no dealings with her. And get what? She ain't hearing it because Shawty by 38. she knows she's about to be out the game. Like, she'll probably still get, hollered at, and get fucked on by younger dudes and older dudes, whatever the case. But chances of her getting a real big bag, that's kind of this was like a Steph Curry half court shot and the shit hit. You know what I'm saying? So she did what she had to do, but it's just crazy how you know in these days and time you got a lot of these older women, older ex magazine models and cougars and shit. They be preying on them young 21-year-olds that get into the league. Like they really be preying on them and trying their best to get pregnant. It's like they try to knock the young bitches out the way to hurry up and get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You did what I'm saying? So to me, in my opinion, I'm like, let me just say this. It's not predatory because it's two consenting adults. You know what I'm saying? But in today's time, I've seen women in certain groups like I'm on Facebook and Instagram. They kind of always in the conversation the topics of this, and they'll tell you, "Oh, a man that talked to a chick in his 20s and he 45 or 40 or late 30s, he a predator. He a predator. Something wrong with him." But the same female that say this, right, will turn around and high fives Aisha Howard. Oh, you right, girl. Get that bag, get that check. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of led me to something else that I thought about. We got this whole thing about equality, right? A lot of women fought for equality. They wanted to be equal, this and the third. That's cool. But we had this thing called double standards. And this is how I look at it. There can never be equality if double standards exist. You feel what I'm saying? So if as long as we have double standards, then there's no such thing as equality. It's really that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's really that simple. But that's my little rant. I'm gonna get on to the video because Aisha been hearing these rumors about homie supposed to be paying that 18 years up front. Now we don't necessarily know. Well, she's not gonna tell y'all that he paid the whole thing up front. Some females on social media, oh, she said it's false. It's false. You know what I'm saying? Then and the third, I'm like, well, the bitch been lying the whole damn time. You know what I'm saying? She trying to understand. Women get pregnant when it comes to them babies. They get emotionally attached to it. All right, cool. But if homie offered you 100,000, he gave you 100,000 and said he don't want the baby, and you took 100,000 and kept the baby, like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Then you can try to get out of California to be slick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, we gonna. I'm gonna quit ranting. I'm gonna play this video. This one, if you want to play, but let me goddamn get this shit going, man. Shout out Nine Mad TV playing this under fair use.
Hey guys, so let this count as a wellness check and the dead of fake news. I get so many messages from you girls that are like, Aisha, we're just making sure your mental health is okay because of all of the nasty comments. And it's like, guys, I don't pay attention to it. So guys, I have been purposely staying off the internet. Reason being is because I don't want to come out of character from the things that are being written and commented, the lies that are being made up. And I know that if I put myself in position to respond,
What up, my nigga dog?
myself in position to
in
defend my daughter and defending her of what has been written, there's no nice way to do it because people have been so ignorant and so cold-hearted towards a child. And funny enough, I don't know if it's been a year or two, but
all right, here's the thing. Stop lying. For the most part, from what I've seen on both sides of the argument, it's been people that's been more so saying that they don't agree with the both of y'all. Both of y'all in the situation is fucked up. Like nobody's a victim. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, nobody's a victim in this situation right here. Ant-Man wrong, but kept going up in your wrong. That's what he fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? So of course, we know how it is when it comes to pregnancy. Like y'all like to play games. So I've seen men and women on both sides say, damn, but what about the kid? What about the kid? That's all what we can say in this situation. What about the kid? Uh-oh. There she go. Hold on, y'all. I got some. There she go.
What's up, HM3? Happy
What,
Friday, everyone.
yeah. What going on with it, Ned? What going on, man? See, tap me in early.
Yeah. I told you I was gonna come up. Just so yeah. Oh my God. Oh, she gave me a headache already.
Already?
Yes. Oh, you don't like to be on the internet, but you expose the business that you expose them text messages, your little heifer.
Right. Right. She did. She did. She did. But my whole thing I was saying though, Ned, like everybody on both from both genders are saying both of y'all are fucked up for this because y'all both are. Like, come on, man. Like, Ant-Man, you ain't strap up and do what you're supposed to do, and the baby got made. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, Shouted dead wrong for taking the money, you know what I'm saying, and not getting no abortion. And then trying to run to California. You know what I'm saying? So
Saying I didn't know she did. I didn't know she took the money. See, I didn't see you had another piece of the slayer.
yeah, yeah. He gave her 100,000 to get an abortion. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
And then took them for child support. See, this is, I think B's talking about this like you say it's your body, your choice, right? And you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? If a dude tell you up front he's not going to take care of his child, he
Right.
told you he didn't want it.
Right. I agree.
So like everybody, I do blame both parties. Like you know what I'm saying? I do blame. The only person I feel sorry for is his child. This little girl grew up with this mama.
Yeah. 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 But this ain't my opinion. This ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? It just more so being just brought out in the public light on social media. It's a lot of ball players who done had kids, or rappers, or people who just had kids, side babies. That's why
Yeah,
side
but
babies exist.
yeah, but you don't see all their businesses putting out like what I'm saying. Like their business is not being put out like how Anthony Edwards is. You right. It's a lot of them got kids. And somebody have a kid recently, yeah. But to see their business don't get put out like this.
Right, right, right. But social media done gave people, who got twisted ways of thinking, like the idea of extortion. So I'm going to embarrass you and shame you in front of everybody to get this money from you. You got to pay me. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Ned dropped off. She might come back in a minute, y'all. Give her a minute. What up with it, Rob? Hey man, you ain't busy, man. I got the link up there, bro. Hit that damn link, bro. You ain't too busy, my dog. But until Ned come back, I'm gonna go ahead and play some more of this video. Oh, there she go again. All right.
One. Sorry, I accidentally hit the button.
Oh, all right. Nah, you good. You good. You good. But no, like I was saying, um, a lot of people on social media, not just women, like niggas do it too. Niggas that dig up dirt, find dirt on you and try to extort you, just like women will try to expose you if you're cheating on your significant other. You know what I'm saying? It's all a game. It's all a hustle. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. So that's kind of the angle she was taking. She was looking to do. Now I don't necessarily know if she really wanted to be with Ant-Man. I doubt it. Like
I'm about to say I doubt it. She's what?
yeah,
How old is she?
she
38. Like
38. She 38.
okay, she like I'm about to be 42. It's like yeah, no.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
She's 38 and he's 23. Like he a kid mentally still. You know what I'm saying?
He
He,
definitely a
he a
kid.
kid. Yeah, he a kid still. You know what I'm saying? So, Well, I mean, well, he's a younger person. He's immature in comparison to her. I ain't gonna call him a kid, but he's immature in comparison to her. I'll say that much. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, she knew what she was doing. That's the same thing with Dre and Michelle. Like, how the hell you go out here and get a baby with a nigga the same age as your
Maybe
son?
your son, yeah, that was just. And she really was looking for her last bag because you know that the NFL player, you know, he's
Yeah,
not in the NFL no more.
right,
So yeah, she needed
right,
another bag.
right. You know, that's how that shit be, man. A lot of these
And
hoes need.
Tyrod Taylor didn't give her no baby. You know, she was dating him, the
Right,
quarterback. So.
right. That's all that be, man. Like, but I'm gonna play some more of this. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about this forever, man. Cause this shit trifling. But we can play some more of this real quick.
I remember when Trump wanted to push laws banning the rights to abortion. And I remember how women came together and they protest. And you guys, you got dressed in cherry beads, and some of you went down and trench coats and was like, "This is my body, this is my choice." Okay, but the second a woman makes the decision, and I'm not even sure if it's a woman or if maybe, well, I know I'm probably getting this attention because of who I am and who I am attached to. But just generally speaking, the second a woman decides to make the decision about her body and her child, y'all turn into weirdos. Do you
Is
want
that true, Ned?
First of all, she's lying. When that was made, Trump wasn't in office at the time. Remember, that
Yeah,
was the
right.
Supreme Court saying they gonna let you go back. She just said, yeah, that they're just gonna allow states to decide. He wasn't even in office when that happened. Biden was in office when that happened. Second
Right.
off, you little lying heifer. Why you up here? You know, me personally, I can talk about that's just me. I never believed in that personally.
Right.
Nobody not shame. We shaming you for your little actions.
Right.
She like she the victim innocent. You knew what you was doing. You knew when you got pregnant. You knew you wasn't giving that baby up.
Right. Why she talking like that though, man? She like 40. Why she talking like that?
And yeah, she's trying to sound like she's trying to come off like, you know how somebody's, oh, I gotta make sure I sound like I'm innocent and somewhat in this. Like I didn't do anything. It was my
Right.
rights. Yeah, like somebody we were shedding tears for her.
Nobody shedding no motherfucking tears. Fuck out of here. Shit, no motherfucking tears. Fuck out of here, man. You know what you were doing. And you know, to some guys, shit is what it is. Salute. You know, you did what you did. All right, that's what it is. But you can't pretend to be no victim. Now, if what's said is true, if Ant-Man tried to pay the whole 18 years up front, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Wow.
is that true? Like I've heard it. Is that true?
It's in the works. It's in the works. Like I said, she's not gonna tell y'all that if it did or it didn't. She's not gonna say it. Come on, it's the internet. She's not gonna admit that she took an L. You know what I'm saying? No.
Because if he paid it up front, then okay, you know, I think he, you know, basically paying it up front means, you know, you ain't gotta go to court every month. That means she can't be, you know, taking the money is for the child. Look at her. You ain't gonna, you know,
Exactly.
extravagant
But you know,
lifestyle.
now when this was said, right? When this was said, like a lot of females on social media were just losing their shit. Oh, she can go back in a few years when he get a new contract and refile. No, if it's agreed and signed upon, sweetheart, guess what? He might give you 2, 3, maybe 4 million up front, even though it's saying that the number is 1.5, almost 2 million. But he might throw you an extra 2, 3 million to get you the fuck out of face. You know what I'm saying?
But I did hear that he did put a trust aside for her when she with the baby when she got like older of age or whatever. I did hear that also.
Right. You know,
Yeah.
which is cool, but you know, if you got a trust aside for the baby, that means I'm doing the other stuff for the child outside of you. But I'm gonna give you this for this child support money that you gonna want so bad. Here you go. Leave me the fuck
Exactly. See,
alone.
this is what I don't understand with someone, because I told you I call it down the middle. If you're wrong, I'm not gonna just because you're a female, because you got a woman. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, it's both of you guys' responsibilities. Why you get to live rent free and live in an extravagant house and go shopping? You need to be working too and providing for that child.
Right, right. But that's not how society works. Unfortunately, it's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? You know, believe it or not, some women, you know what I'm saying, really think all they got to do is just look pretty. You know what I'm saying? What up with it, David C? Hey, David C, you got the time, my dog? But I was gonna say, like, like a lot of women feel like, they could, cause they look good, they got a nice body, they ain't gotta do shit else. They can just kick it and just live off of somebody else's money. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation right here, like I said, both of them are dead wrong. But I applaud Ant-Man for saying, well, shit, bitch, I got more money coming to me. I guess I'm gonna pay you up front. You know what I'm saying? I got
Yeah,
more
pay
money
you
coming
up
to me.
front.
I'm gonna pay you up front. And guess what? You're gonna run through that motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? You better make it last. You better make it
Yeah,
last.
you better make. It's no excuse for that. Like, that money is for the child. It's not for you to get a new car.
Right. So
She's a
that's what.
baby. Probably she's a baby right now.
Right.
I know how much baby clothes cost now. I at least can say that. What she need? What she need? What she need with Gucci at 1 month years old?
She don't need nothing with Gucci. What up with a T killer? I see you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dolph, man, if you can hop on your phone, nigga, hit the goddamn link, nigga. Unless you're around everybody, all y'all in the truck and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hold on. Let me highlight it real quick. T Killer said if the females use the money to live the lifestyle she can't. True indeed, my dog. True indeed. And yeah, T Killer. I'm talking about Ant-Man baby mama, man. That's one of the things I want to talk about real quick. You know what I'm saying?
What she got more? I mean, we can't say we say which rapper? I forgot what is it. Who
Little
else? She
baby.
Little Baby. Yeah, I get the babies confused. Yeah, and she's Little Baby's baby mama.
Yeah. So she came up twice now. She came up twice. So far me being a hustler, I salute it. Shawty came up twice. But I'm gonna play some more of this video, and watch this shit. Watch this shit.
Want a man to tell you what to do with your body or not? Do you want the rights or not? What happened? I've also come to realization that there are just certain allegations that I will never, ever beat with you guys. I came into this situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful artist, right? From then, I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men.
Damn, man. What you gotta say about that?
Girl, like, yeah, that's all you are going to be as a baby mama. You attractive, you beautiful. I want are you gonna get that millionaire to marry you?
Right.
Are you gonna be a wife? Because a wife, if anything, the wife, if something will happen to her husband, she gonna get all the money.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody gonna wife you up.
Got a point. David C, I don't know why these niggas do it, dog. I swear to God, bro. And look, she cute, right? Don't get me wrong. She bad, got a body. Yeah, my Glock move. What up, my dog?
Is it a real? Well, okay, I gotta ask you. Is it real?
Now I don't know, man.
See,
2025,
that's
man.
the
If you would ask me since 2015, Ned, I would say it's real. 2025, Ned, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Back in the goddamn days, man.
Yeah, now back in the days, I would say
Just
everybody.
10 years ago. Just 10 years ago, man. Like, it ain't even that fucking long ago. 10 years ago, man. Women walking around naturally stacked. That's just how their mama made them. You know what I'm saying? But
and I hate to ask this too. You're beautiful, ma'am. I'm gonna say this. This is a disclaimer. A lot of Black women do have naturally long hair. Is this your real hair? This better not be a wig or weave. Okay.
Right. Now, see, my whole thing, like I said, you know, it's like when it comes to celebrities and rappers and shit, dog. Why y'all niggas keep fucking the same bras, dog? Like,
yeah, I understand that.
A million, man. Oh my God, there's too many of them out here for y'all to be chasing the same ones. Like, it really is. You don't gotta go after that one, man. You can go to any regular spot in any town, any city, and find a baddie, man. Just a regular baddie that ain't got nothing going on. She just regular as hell.
And she ain't got body counts.
I
35
mean,
plus
we don't know about that, Ned. You know, hey, I'm just Ned. Listen. I'm a guy, right? I'm gonna speak on something that fucked me up when I was younger, right? Me and the chick, I was messing with her. Shot her cool. I thought, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this around the time I ain't had my own place shit. I probably like 19 or some shit. So we got a little hotel room, wherever it takes, you know what I'm saying, for the night. We just laying up talking. And she from the east side, I'm from the south side, so two different sides of town. So she told me, she was like, yeah, I had a situation where like it was an ex of mine. We was laid up in the room. Ironically, we in a room and she's talking about she was in another room, but she was in the room and she said they got drunk. Her and the ex had sex, and she woke up. All of her ex's homeboys was in the room, and they took her clothes, and I said, they took your clothes, and what happened? She was like, they were saying in order for her to get her clothes back, she got to do something with all the guys in the room. So I said, what did you do? She said, I had to get my clothes back. And I said, oh shit. So I'm walking around with you. They're probably niggas looking at me laughing like a motherfucker. I don't even know.
Okay, I'm gonna say some women don't have a lot of bodies.
There you go. It happens.
And it all depends on the woman, how she views herself.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I should say it better.
Yeah, I ain't even know it, man. She ain't present herself as that type of nothing, man. Fool the fuck out of me, man. You know what I'm saying? But let me get and play some more of the video though, real quick.
It's also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there is no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. You guys, it's no beating those allegations at all. The only thing that irritates me is...
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I read comments that say, oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby? Now, if that was triggering That's how I.
Ned, goddamn, Ned.
See, this is why I don't like people. Well, I know she ain't talk. She can come on my base. First of all, I don't go back for people. Sweetie, I don't have any kids. I know she give to me. Okay. But to shame other people, well, ma'am, like I said, that better be your real hair and that body better be natural. Okay, you know what? Because this 2025, a lot of women have done a lot of work to make themselves look cute, but when it come home at night, we see a totally different person. You doing all this big talking right now.
Yeah.
You
Hey, dog,
preyed on
what's
that
West,
young. You
cuz?
preyed on that young man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go with the popular talking point, right, of what's going on, right? Did this. I, they're both adults. But was she being predatory?
I mean, like you said, I took me out of if this was a dude messing with a 23-year-old, our age, we're like we're in our 40s, so they would say, "Oh, that's predatory. Why is he messing with a 23-year-old girl? Oh no, she was just 18 some years ago." But a woman can do it. First of all, me like somebody in her 20s, I just think like this is just me as a person. I think like I could have had a son that age. That's why I would never date nobody in her 20s. That's just me how I think.
Right.
It's just like to me, and they're not even you know what I'm saying, their maturity level, like it's just no somebody I can relate to. No. But yes, it
Okay.
is a double standard. He's
Yeah.
an adult, but he don't know no better.
No, not at all. I mean,
You
that's kind of why I said like the whole thing about equality. It never be equality if we got double standards. Go ahead and kill that conversation right there. You know what I'm saying? It's no sense of going back and forth about it. There's no equality when there's double standards. You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's equal across the board.
exactly equal across the board. You know how old was he, Anthony? I'm not surprised if she looked. First of all, you know if this is the day of the internet, we always can go look up somebody's contract.
Right. Nigga
How
goddamn
much
Mike
they
Glock
worth.
move. Glock move talking shit.
What he say?
Wait a minute. First thing he told her to shut the fuck up. That's the first thing he said. He told her to shut the fuck up. And then the second thing, he was pretty much saying she is predatory. You know what I'm saying? And like I
It is.
said, now like I said, in the letter of the law is not. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I don't never come at anybody about that, but I just noticed the trend that goes on in today's time via social
Yeah,
media
that
about
double
guys
standard
cheating.
stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I look at it. Like, if it's double standards, then there's no such thing as equality. We can quit talking about equal rights. I don't want to talk about it no more because there is no equal rights because y'all gonna always get shit or a guy may get shit. So that's a fallacy. You know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucking fallacy. But let me play some more of this video though.
I feel every time somebody says, "Do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check." Oh yeah, baby, I'm on one tonight. We gonna talk about it. Cause see, I sat back and I watched y'all in your dirty bonnets, lay back on your headboards, or in your cars with the cloth seats. I saw you, and you voiced your opinion about what you would have did if you were in my situation with my options that you do not have and you probably never will. How you gonna tell me what you would have did with my situation when you had a baby for your man, or you had a baby for that dude that be robbing everybody, or you had a baby for the booster, or you had a baby the dude that you have to run down for $250? about it. I would like to stop for a second, and I would like.
Yeah,
This
man.
woman, right? Well, she is. Oh my god! I just. I mean, how she just shame other people on the internet who had an opinion. First of all, yeah, yeah, my head. I'm at home. Yeah, it's wrapped up because I'm going to the hairdresser tomorrow with my real hair. But um, with my body on right now. But she like to shame people like that. Like I don't. That's not right of who somebody else be. That's what I said. I said, girl, that better be your real hair, and that better be that real body. Cause they do a lot of talking when they got that work done.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And all you gonna be known as a baby mama. Nobody gonna be thinking about you when Ant-Man get his next contract. He ain't thinking about you.
Nah, not at all. That's why, like I said, in this situation where both of them was wrong in this shit, salute, hey man. Yeah, hey Judge, I'm gonna pay the whole 18 years up front right now. I got it. Bitch, I got money. This ain't my last, this is not my last check. You know what I'm saying? This is not my last check, baby. Hey, David C, you probably right though, bro. David C, man. Hey man, I pray to God it isn't David C. God damn, man. Somebody gotta wake up and use common sense, dog. For real, bro. Please, man. Like, for real, man. Like, come on, man. Like, I understand if y'all link up and smash, man, but man, trying to really be with Shawty and get her pregnant, what we doing? You already see how she move. You know what I'm saying? You see how she move. Nigga, you ain't gonna change her, my boy. You ain't gonna change her. Point blank period. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna change her at all. I think she'll probably calm down and maybe change her mindset a little bit. She's 38, maybe around 47. She get around 47.
Maybe about
Yeah,
50. I don't know.
think about 50. About 50.
Yeah,
All right.
because she might, depending on how she look, when
No,
she
she
was
gonna
10.
look good. No. She gonna no. She gonna, she got money, so she gonna look straight now. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay. She
saying?
gonna keep herself together.
Yeah, she
Okay,
gonna keep
okay.
herself up. She gonna be straight for the stroke. So it's gonna be niggas still at her. Let me see what David C. Just said a whole lot. Oh shit. He said these motherfuckers are dumb. These motherfuckers are dumb. A bitch can say I'm gonna cheat on you after a month, and a dude still get what to be. Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. Hey, man. I don't know what happened after the mid '90s babies that was born, bro. I swear from the 60s, 70s, 80s to the mid 90s, man. For that, man, there's been a bunch of goofies born, bro. A bunch of goofies born. And I know with some real ones that's late 90s, early 2000s, man, but a
No,
lot of
you
these
ain't, you ain't gonna find them that much now.
right. Like a lot of them goofy, man. Like, no, man. No, man. Like, you ain't supposed to go out like that, man. At all, at all. You know what I'm saying? But that's one video I wanted to react to. This next video I'm gonna react to is gonna be about, believe it or not, it's gonna be about young Scooter
This
911
was
caller asking if he
crazy.
got arrested.
Uh,
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got to put this up real quick. Actually had shit in the news.
New this morning while you were sleeping, we got the mugshot of 31-year-old Demetrius Spence, who Atlanta police say placed a fake 911 call that ended in the death of Atlanta rapper Young Scooter. Today, the woman charged with making that fake call before the events that led to the rapper's death will go before a judge. 31-year-old Demetrius Spence is currently in custody at the Fulton County Jail, and that is where we find 11 Alive's Karis Belger. Karis, let's talk about what charges is Spence facing.
Well, Spence is charged with transmitting a false public alarm. She's scheduled to have her first appearance at noon today. Police put out a public call earlier this week asking for the voice of the woman who made those 911 calls to be identified. Later, they say Spence was taken into custody. Young Scooter, whose legal name was Kenneth Bailey, died from injuries to his leg, according to the medical examiner. A statement says he, quote, punctured his right thigh, which led to blood loss. Now, police say they were called to a home on William Nye Drive Southeast on March 29th about a dispute and a report of a woman being dragged into a home. The caller, who police say was Demetria Spence, claimed there were gunshots. Atlanta police say officers knocked on the door of the home and a man opened the door before closing it in their faces. Officers say then 2 men, including Bailey, left the home and jumped a fence. And officers say they were not able to corroborate the claims made in those 911 calls. Here's a little bit of that audio.
The situation that's going on right now, this girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there.
Now, Atlanta police have released a statement, and they reiterated in that statement that they did not fire their weapons during their interaction with Bailey or any of the others, nor did they use force. Right now, the incident is still under investigation. I'm Karis Belger, 11 Alive News.
All right, Karis, thank you. And if you want to listen to that full 911 call.
I don't even know what to begin. This is sad, period.
Now, mind you, that person, she tried to go live and say she was the victim. She tried the whole "I'm a victim" situation in this case and cause. But when the cops got there, it wasn't none of that going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a real one to say she ain't kill young Scooter. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really kill him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she played a part in it. You know what I'm saying? And what it sounds like to me is sound like someone who was mad about something or somebody and just went about it that way. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
You know, it just be shit like that. Like I said, that's why I'm happy I'm where I'm at in life, where I'm married and out the way, because I got a large family with a bunch of cousins, females, males, all that shit, right? And I be hearing stories and I be around them and just hearing the shit that even some of my female cousins do. And they'll do some low down fuck shit that can cost somebody their motherfucking life. And act like, oh, well, I don't care. I was mad. I'm like, bitch, are you for real? You know what I'm saying? So it just, I don't know, Ned. What's your thoughts?
Like, first of all, is this somebody? Who is she? Like, who is she? Like, is this somebody they were dealing with, or like?
That would have seemed like
that you would be. You know what I'm saying, you would be so evil and put them allegations. That's evilness to me. To put them allegations, beat in, and all of that is going on, shoot in. And
I mean, she kind of said any and everything that she could say to get the police to get out there.
Yeah, did she say something about trafficking or something? Yeah. You know they're gonna come for that.
Yeah. So she said all that pretty much to get everybody, you know, to kind of just for the cops to come running and be on some bullshit. That's all what it was. Now she got locked up for it, but I think she out by now. Like, you know, they can't really hold her on nothing real. She might get some probation behind that shit, but you know what I mean?
So explain this to me. When he saw the cops, he basically decided to run, or how did it?
Yeah, he decided to run because, you know, I don't know his personal shit. I don't know if maybe he's on papers, you know what I'm saying, to where he can't be around nothing illegal. And 9 times out of 10, you know, we go to in Atlanta, you go to a house, it's something illegal in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's something illegal with that motherfucker. There's some drugs in that bitch. God damn it. There's some firearms in that motherfucker. You a felon, you can't be around firearms, you know what I'm saying? Or who to say? Like I said, I don't know. Now, I personally think, you know what I mean, he probably shouldn't have did it, but who's to say what mindset he was in. He could have been geeked up on drugs and just panicked. You know what I'm saying? Don't know. Don't know. Not saying it's right or nothing, but we just don't motherfucking know. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was one video I wanted to check out. I got one more video. I got another video I wanted to play. Yeah, not that one.
I mean, when we was growing up, we was told that you only call the police if something's actually going on.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how it was for us.
Don't play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how it was for us growing up.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do back them commercials. This is what this has come back to.
Right. Now, this video right here is pretty much
your motion is successful.
This right here is speaking about Fannie Willis trying her best to get Young Thug probation revoked, give a lot back up. Now she been getting her ass whooped the last year in the public in the public. She been taking L's like a motherfucker.
What you call it?
You said what? Hold on, quick. Oh shit. What going on with it, Becky? How you doing? How you doing? But nah, I was saying that like in this situation right here, you know, hold on. I'm trying to add you again, Ned. I think your phone messing up or your connection messing up. All right. Ned.
I'm here. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, cool.
Okay, yeah. When somebody calls, it kind of messes up. You know what I'm saying? I might have to start using my. I hate that.
All right.
Okay.
No, it's all good. It's all. Let me see. Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want. All right, babe. I want to move out the way. All right. What up with the banking? I was saying that, you know, in this situation right here, Fannie Willis pretty much had she was trying to get Young Thug probation revoked.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Fannie. Before we hit this video, don't you be worried about that man, that married man you was messing with, Heifer?
I mean, she ain't gonna worry about him. Shit.
Don't you got more important things to do after you took an L in that case?
Man, hey man. This right here, see, she feel the way about this L more than any other L is because this was her big moment.
Oh, she thought she was gonna come up. She thought she was gonna go to new heights.
Yeah. You know, like this was gonna put her on the map, like on some, like, all right, Johnny Cochran's a lawyer, but it was gonna get her name up there with the greats.
Oh, like Johnny, yeah, because everybody still talking about Johnny Cochran.
Yeah, with the OJ case. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So she was shooting to get right there on that level. You know what I'm saying? And in her mind, she felt she had all this on YSL when she was fucking with one of them niggas in YSL.
What?
You know? Yeah, man, come on, man. Don't let a bitch in the suit fool you, man. They all be gone.
No. I'm not about anything, but dang, gosh, she's
man, come on, man. Come on, man. You can even tell when she was talking about when she messed with the married man and how she was paying for this and paying for that. Come on, man. We know.
Oh, she like to give up the cash. Oh, okay, Fannie.
I think she give it the cash because of the age. I think if she was younger, she'd get no shit. You know, when you get a certain age, you know, you gotta pay. She gotta pay a little something, just a little something. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger and the older chicks, you know, shit, man, buy me 26-inch rims for my Chevy Caprice, for my Impala SS.
Well, I mean, how old is she? Like, I know some people who could be her age, but they still look good. Like, you know, they can get it. They ain't gotta pay for nothing.
I mean, yeah, No, you're right about that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the mere fact that she was even giving money to a married man says a whole lot about that self-esteem and confidence
Yeah, it
on
does.
the inside. On the inside, not necessarily your job title and position, but how you feel about yourself on the inside. That you even got to even do all that. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this video though.
Young Thug would go to prison.
He could.
A new and dramatic verse in the case surrounding music star Young Thug, real name Jeffrey Williams. A motion from prosecutors at the Fulton County District Attorney's Office to revoke Williams' probation. It says, quote, since sentencing, the defendant has engaged in conduct that directly threatens the safety of witnesses and prosecutors, compromises ongoing legal proceedings, and warrants immediate revocation of probation. Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis.
What our motion is concerned about is that we certainly believe that his post was to threaten law enforcement, which is all part of gang activity.
Jeffrey Williams' attorney Brian Steele told me by phone it is never appropriate to be engaged in any type of witness intimidation. It is never appropriate to threaten to murder another person. The prosecution's motion to revoke Jeffrey's probation should not be well received and should be swiftly rejected. It is irresponsible to file a motion of this sort when Jeffrey has done absolutely nothing, Steele said, to violate any condition of probation or threaten a witness.
We know that it is clear to Mr. Williams that the intent of the district attorney is to stop gang activity in Fulton County, Georgia. We believe the judge's order is clear, and that this is an intentional violation.
The motion says investigator Marissa.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm gonna say this to her. She keep it up because somebody who in office don't like her ass. He go after her. Find some shelter.
I mean, but she just won the election, so she good for now. She won the election.
You
out
good
here.
at that? Yeah. How many years you get? Because he getting 4 years, and she be election or what for another 2 years or whatever.
Yeah, so she definitely won that election. So for the most part, you know what I'm saying, she's good. So that's kind of why she kind of like she's resurfacing.
I'm just saying. I hope she don't have nothing like really that like some evidence that somebody could find on her that they can get her.
I don't think you would, honestly. If anything, she just find out she like to fuck niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
That's about it. That's all you will find out. She like hood niggas, which a lot of chicks who work in them city hall offices and in the courts and shit. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, like for real. Lawyers too, lawyer chicks, like it be happening in real life, like for real. It don't get brought out to the public like that, but it be happening. You know what I'm saying? It be happening. Like I said, the mere fact that she's she mess with a married man with no shame. That says a lot about the character. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta hear. Like not just you and him messing around and that was it. Yeah. Hey, T-Killer, she is, dog. Yeah, she really is. You know what I'm saying? She really is pressing the issue, bro. She really is. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say, and Becky, you in here once again. Thanks for tapping in, man. I always check her out on 3Gs. Yeah, I check out her channel as well. You know what I'm saying? She got good content. You know what I'm saying? She can get back to it. But like I said, the reason that she's pushing this issue because this L was so fucking embarrassing and so massive.
It was. I agree with you.
Like she can't just like she's reaching. Now she reaching. You know what I'm saying? Now she reaching. You did what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with her, in my opinion.
You're right, because the way everybody when it first came out, I was like, oh, they got this much evidence. Everybody wait for the show. Everybody wait. Ooh, and when they found out that it really was nothing and this and that. And he basically got you took a major L. Nobody take your ass serious no more.
Right. And like something that everybody keep forgetting, this is a state probation, not necessarily a federal probation. So when you hear them wild years, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them days be 2 for 1 days or 3 to 1 days. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be the full amount of time that everybody thinks it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? The way everybody try to put on.
And he had a good
But,
lawyer too, and ate all that up.
Oh yeah, for shit show. Now some folks saying here, you know, Thug should have waited out and shouldn't took that deal. He probably should have, but I ain't him. I don't know how he's feeling. He probably said, "Man, fuck it, that's good. I got money. I can move." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
he said, "Fuck it. I got money. I can move." And like, wait a minute. So you telling me I can go home today, right now, if I agree with this bullshit? Today, right now, today. Fuck it, I'm going home. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I got money. I move. You know what I'm saying? That's all what it was. Hey, you ain't lying, dog. You is not lying. Let me play some more of this video, though.
Viverito is currently testifying in a gang murder hearing and indicates a judge ordered the witness not be shown on TV while testifying, but that a blogger posted on social media she doesn't want to be shown on screen. Well, here she is, along with a photo of the investigator. The motion says on Tuesday, Young Thug reposted the image, and the post went viral, amassing more than 2 million views. The motion says Viverito's home address and her parents' home address were publicly posted, exposing them to grave danger, and that hours later, an additional post emerged threatening the assassination of D.A. Willis. The motion alleges Williams' continued association with individuals actively involved in witness intimidation, threats of violence, and obstruction of justice constitutes a clear violation of probation conditions. Now, last year, Ms. Willis suggested to us there was room for accountability in Young Thug's complicated sentence involving 5 years commuted to time served, followed by 15 years probation, to be followed by a, quote, backloaded 20-year prison term, which would also be commuted to time served if he successfully completes the probation, which was loaded with lots of special conditions. I expect, Wendy, a courtroom fight over this one. Reporting live in the newsroom, Mark Winnie, WSB Tonight.
And we know that you'll be covering that for us, Mark. Thank you for that.
Well, damn. Fonnie Willis, you know how she get.
I don't give a fuck about what the hell Buddy talking about.
it's like she ain't got no shit. I know some real crime going, so she ain't got nothing better to do. You need she really you really need it, you know. I don't know why y'all voted her back in.
Man, that's I don't know, man. Here's my thing, Becky. I don't know. You know, like one thing I say about Young Thug and them, man, like they got real different language. They talking riddles, and that's you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful around them niggas, man. Like they'll say some slick shit. You would think it mean one thing, it means something else. Now, I won't necessarily say Young Thug is guilty, but his fans, it'll be his fans. It'll be a standout fan that'll take it there. I don't, like I said, as far as Thug go, you know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion as far as that go, though, Bingy. Like I said, I don't necessarily think he's guilty per se, but I'm more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they talking riddles, man. It's like you don't know which way they working. Like I don't know if they're gonna be on some other shit or what. Like, man, look, I'm cool on y'all niggas. I go the other way. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I don't know what the hell they talking about for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn. There go my nigga Dolph. Dolph, I swear, nigga, if you wasn't on that road, nigga, I know you be cutting up today, nigga. Shout out my nigga King Dolph. Y'all got to subscribe to his channel, man. For real, man. Banky, subscribe to my dog King Dolph channel if you don't mind, please. That's the homie. Whenever he do go live, man, we call him the energy around here. But yeah, man. I'm going to this next video, Ned. You don't mind?
Go right ahead. Yeah, get that old heifer off of here. She's getting on my nerves.
Yeah, I got you. I got you on that. Now, this right here is something that you know that Cam has been saying. In fact, I'm gonna probably play both of these videos to give context. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I got to give context to this shit. You know what I'm saying? On both sides. Now, you know about Harlem and like all the big players who came from Harlem, you know, from
Oh
the
yeah,
street.
y'all don't know. Yeah, I heard about all of them.
Yeah, so Cameron is pretty much saying he's the king and he had the longest run out of anybody from Harlem.
Far as
But
rapping.
far as everything, far as legally, illegal, whatever, he had the longest run. Period.
Is he sure? Because
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He didn't say he made the most money.
okay, because it's a dude who's retired right now. If I bring him up, they bring his name up. You know, they say he was big time. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this real quick then, because it's 2 videos though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and play the first one to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Shout out with Talk with Flea, fair use.
I got a problem, and I want your intake on this pause. Is when niggas do shit, and then, especially do shit on the internet, then you talk about the shit that niggas do, and they mad at you for talking about what's out there. Like you put it out there, but they did the whack shit. You ever get that? Like, I mean, you ain't really internet nigga, but I hate that because I talk about shit that I see. It's like, for instance, right? And I know, shout out to Rich Paul. I know Rich Paul. I'm like, hey, call me later and all that shit. It's like, so I go to Rich Paul birthday party, and you know, Suge, my little bro, Sugar Digger, he don't know no sports P. Nigga don't know nobody. I'm talking about this nigga. He be around. You know, Kevin Durant is man now, but when I introduced him, them niggas best friends and all. He don't be knowing. I think that's why niggas fuck with him, because he really don't be knowing. But I go to Rich Paul birthday party, and Anthony Davis is in there, and everybody's speaking. Everybody speak, but he don't speak. And I can tell you got a little attitude. And to the point where Sugar Digger come up to me like, yo, what's up with homeboy with the one eyebrow? Like, yo, what's up? He good? I'm like, I said, he might be mad at me. He got a little attitude. He's like, for what? So I told him. And then Anthony Davis just leaves the party. And I'm like, yo, Rich, what's up with your clients and all that? You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell Anthony Davis to be on the floor with a nigga sticking his finger in Anthony Davis' ass. And he looking in the camera to like, oh, I love it. I love it. Nigga get an attitude with me because I'm reporting what I see. And then when they see me, they get mad at me. Yo, son, what do you have to say about that? When people do shit, you say something about it, but they more mad at you than the person that posted the shit.
I think it's the way you say it.
Here we go.
The way you say it could be a little, you know.
Here we go.
Everybody ain't from the corner, man. They not used to getting snapped on. Like you gotta think about it like that. Like not everybody could handle somebody snapping on them. You know what I mean?
No,
so they get sensitive.
So let me get this right. Nigga can't handle nigga snapping on, but you can take a finger in his ass in a locker. There you go.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Right. Now that right there, what he said, man, for shit show is the guy's honest, man. Like, hey, man, for some reason, when you address certain things and certain people, man, folks are really getting their feels about that shit. Like, no, like, you know, we seen what you did, right? But you ain't had to go repost and talk about that. Now look, Ned, these be the same people that'll get mad if you don't like their posts or you don't repost it or share their shit. Same people. But you happen to on this day, you got time to see this funny ass shit. And you happen to talk about it. Not a motherfucker mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the former Laker legend, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, man. That nigga said, Gucci, Gucci, go! And that nigga was jumping in the video. But like I said, you know, this obviously with them just talking shit, you know what I'm saying, leading up to the thing we were talking about. But
It was funny though. I gotta admit that thing was funny.
it was funny. Why not laugh at it? Why not? Let me keep it going.
It's weird.
This nigga's tongue out at the camera. Nigga, cool. That's crazier. What's crazy is snapping to actually, nigga, it's like another nigga, right? So I ain't even gonna say this nigga name because it ain't really worth mentioning his name. This nigga get on OnlyFans and suck a dick.
Oh.
And talk about, yeah, I killed him today. I made $1 million.
OMG. Like, I wasn't expecting that one. Oh.
Hey, this is 2025, right? Like men or females don't care about no morals about shit. As long as they get the money, they don't care about no morals at all. They don't give a fuck how they got it. But yeah, man.
Hey, yo. That's crazy. Hey, yo.
I sit there. Nigga, he talking about I killed her, I broke OnlyFans today. Da. I say something about it. And you know, I gave one of my songs a couple bars. I mentioned it. I said, I put it, you know, I was clever with it. I said, yo, you could come out the closet like so-and-so. And the bars. Next thing he on the web talking about, yeah, watch when I see niggas. It's up. This, that, third.
Oh, now you tough, man. Now you tough again.
Yo, when I see niggas, it's up. Watch this, da. So I'm laughing. I'm like, yo. Next day, he punching the pox and he punching the bag, all type of crazy shit. You know, niggas is like, yo, you know, niggas, I ain't even gonna tell you what niggas did. But anyway, make a long story short, he going crazy on me. So he, yeah, all right, that's all good, but watch when I see you. I'm like, bro, it's not a problem. Nigga mad at me.
Oh shit.
All I said, you could come out the closet like so-and-so. Nigga mad at me.
He caught one of your joints. That was the funny part about it. He said, yeah, and I caught one of your joints too, nigga. Somebody that you love. You remember that?
The thing is, I don't love none of these bitches. I would love to be in love. I can't find the right joint. Toes fucked up. Man, I'm not one to judge, but yo, nah, I'm judging on that because that's nasty. Yeah, that's nasty, man. Okay, what you gonna say, bro?
I got kind of a little attitude with you, man. You dropped the freestyle. You dropped the freestyle.
Now, here we
recently.
go.
I don't know.
All right, y'all, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why you put my nigga Bumpy Johnson in it? Like, what's going? When did you write that? I know it's a freestyle, but when did you write
It's
that?
not a
bro?
freestyle,
Like,
it's a song. Actually, I ain't put no freestyle on, man. I'm finished the song. I actually wrote that September, October, something like that. Yeah, about that time, right? But it was still warm out, right? Yeah, about September. It was still warm.
What's going on? You feeling all right? Like, what AZ do to you?
AZ?
Yeah.
AZ told.
Why you put his name in there like that?
He told. And I'm tired of him telling the
Okay, but
same
what
story
made
for
you?
28
What made you talk about
You ain't sick of AZ story. AZ keep telling the same damn story every joint. You know what's crazy about that? We have a special guest on the show. Maybe I can ask him about it because I couldn't find it on the internet. But the person that's on the show, we'll ask him in a minute. But speaking of AZ one time, the only reason I gave him some bars is because one time he did an interview, and I believe it was on our guest show, where he said something. He didn't like the way Paid in Full the movie came out. And he said some shit like, yeah, Cam and them is rappers and all this shit. And Dame this and Dame that. And Cam don't know. He just a rapper. This, that, and the third. And I'm like, AZ, you tried to rap. And
oh, yeah, man.
You know who we talking about, right there?
Oh yeah, hey, Shantrell. I know, I know, yeah, I know about the whole thing. I know who he's saying that who he told on, because I had to listen to his interview,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
T
Yeah,
Killer,
I'm
David C. What's your thoughts, man? Y'all boys from up that way.
yeah, I don't
I'm
know
just
that. Yeah,
saying.
I
What you were saying,
mean,
Ned?
I was say the way it seems, there two of them told now. We go and I would not bring up the other one's name. I mean, he decided to come to my hometown and start telling everybody.
Right. No, Becky. He's talking about AZ, the real AZ from Have you ever seen the movie Paid in Full? It was
Yeah,
Alpo,
AZ and
Richard
Rich
Porter, and
Porter.
AZ. So he's talking about the actual gangster from the actual movie AZ.
Yeah, they were real. They were real.
Yeah. Oh, David C. Cam pretty much saying, man, that he had the longest run of anybody from Harlem. That's what he said, David C. He had the longest run, bro. I'm asking you because you from up that way. You got ties from up that way. Yeah,
Okay, do you mean
yeah.
that's what I'm saying? He mean far as rapping or just everything? Like,
Right. Yeah, that way he's saying. Hold on, T Killer tapping in.
okay, what up, T Killer?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, man? What up, HM3?
What up with it, my boy?
Nah, just chilling, just listening to the show. Just pulled up at the
Man.
crib. I was listening to it on the way home.
For sure. Appreciate you. Per usual. What's your thoughts, man? With Cam saying feeling like he had the longest one of everybody in Harlem. Hey, David C. He's saying as rappers and streets, anything, period, he had the longest run. But he didn't say he made the most money. He just said he had the longest run.
That's where it gets weird for me, because it's like, what about a guy like Guy Fisher, who was like, I always heard was like, he got told on by Nicky Barnes. He was really getting money. Like Cam, you a rat, like you an entertainer. You play basketball. So I don't know if it's the right comparison.
How you know about Guy Fisher, T Killer? Who you been listening to?
He's from Boston. Come on, man. Everybody in Boston is gangster, man. Black and white. They're gangsters in Boston.
We know about him. We'll just keep it at that. I remember Tony Ayo saying, "I respect real ones like Guy Fisher."
Right.
On certain songs and things of that nature. What's his name? Denzel Washington played. We all know how that turned out.
Right.
I didn't know AZ was not AZ the rapper, but what is it? AZ Faison? Is that his name?
Yeah, AZ.
Yeah, that's
AZ
it. Yeah,
Faison,
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know. Did he cooperate? Because that sounded like that's what Cam was alluding to.
Yeah, apparently
that's what T Killer. That's what the guy who I don't know if y'all ever heard him, Chris, said. Like he was big time. He said he told on him. He said he had the paperwork. He said, "Why would you be in my paperwork?"
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I would think like DC probably knows more about that. DC's from New York City. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he would know more about this than me. I'm just telling you, like, from what I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the dudes who has the most, like, nobody has nothing bad to say about him was Guy Fisher, from what I understand.
Right. But let me play some more.
Like he was just getting money, and I guess he smashed one of Nicky Barnes' girls, and
yeah, that's what it was. T Killer. Yeah, Nicky.
Yeah,
about that.
Right.
So that's some sucker shit. You know what I mean? If there was ever some sucker shit, but yeah, I can't really call it 100%. I can only go off what I heard and what I read about. But yeah, for me, I don't know. There's legendary hustlers and there's legendary rappers, and I just think there's a difference. You know what I mean? Like, how are you even putting yourself in that cloth? You're an artist. You're not a drug dealer. You're not a street dude. You're not a dude that was getting money in the hood that everybody knew about, that nobody talked about because they knew. You know what I'm saying? What it was, if you did talk about them. It's just a different aspect of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hold on, quick. Let me add David C.
Oh, see, David C. Wouldn't know. See,
Yeah.
I trust his word.
What
What's going
DC got
on?
to say?
What's
'Cause he
going on? What's up, Tiff?
he'd
What
know.
up, Killer?
What up, David C?
What up,
Hate,
Nah,
Renrick?
just
I
hate
over
see
us,
you, my
here.
hate,
boy.
hate us.
Nah, just in here in Home Depot doing
Yeah.
some repairs in the crib. That's why I was just like being on and off the conversation.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
okay, okay. But what going on with it though, bro? What's your thoughts?
Well, first of all, Cam as a rapper being like, you know what I'm saying, outside as a rapper, then yeah, he had the longest run because Mace stopped and all that. And at the same time, he started rapping before Jim Jones. So even though Jim Jones just came out with an album, he's been on the like outside rapping and all that. He from Harlem. But as rapping wise, yeah, Cam is the longest. But street wise, he wasn't serving weight like that. He wasn't pushing weight like that to say like you're the longest person.
Right, right.
And you want to put it
Well,
in the mix as all together, like being outside. Then you know what I'm saying, you getting people confused, but no.
well, see, David. See, I'm thinking he's framing it that way so he can say it that way. You feel me?
That he's what?
I'm saying he's framing it that way so he can say it that way that he was outside longer than all these niggas.
Again, and I mean, like streetwise, I've been running the streets and people scared.
You can just tell that again.
That what happened?
No, I was just saying, DC, that again was funny.
Yeah, that was funny, bro. I can tell you like nigga, please.
You sound stupid.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? It's again, it's crazy. People always want us to say crazy thing to get themselves more credit. Just stay in your lane and be like, yeah, I'm the longest that came out rapping. Mace stopped, you know what I mean? A lot of Harlem stopped, and I kept going, but now he ain't rapping no more. So it's just like how you longest if now the one that is a singer right now came out with an album is Jim Jones, but even though you came out before Jim Jones, you're not outside right now doing a little freestyle too. Okay, cool. That's cool, but again, like I don't know, that outside talking about you that dude, nah, bro.
All right, well, I got you up here. Listen to some more of this shit.
That shit ain't work out for
It
you.
didn't work out.
So now, because I get out the streets and I rap and my career is successful, and then paid in full ain't come out because I didn't fuck. All I did was audition for the part. I can't argue with Miramax, the film company, and all that shit. What you want me to do? But he tried to throw me under the bus like, Cam don't know he a rapper, da 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 da. And I'm like, you tried to rap too, bro. Your shit just ain't go nowhere. Secondly, he be telling all these Harlem stories, and they all in a radius of 4 or 5 blocks. I had towns, nigga. You ever hear me rap about Chicago? And nigga be like, yo, Cam's lying. No, Chicago nigga.
Hey, for y'all from the nation, Bang Nation, after I saw this, I hit Bang up instantly. I said, Bang. Cam talking about he had shit cracking out there. Bang confirmed and said Cam had some folks, some kinfolk out there. But it was more so like Cam gave them niggas the little money. They went and hollered at whomever the guy out there, and that was it. It wasn't like Cam was the nigga out there. That, you know, shout out A Weezy Bang. That what Bang said.
HM3 did Bang. Where did Cam get shot?
In
Remember he made that line. I got shot in a Lambo. Where was it at?
DC. He got shot in DC.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But like I said, when I first heard this, the first nigga I thought of was Bang. I said, hold on, bro. I know this nigga ain't saying what I think he's saying, but yeah.
I just don't like he's comparing himself to like, ain't most of these dudes a lot older than him too?
Way
older. They're like in their 60s
like it's not it's apples and oranges. Like I just don't understand the comparison. I think it's just a lame comparison, to be honest with you. Like what are you trying to say? Like, bro, we seen you playing ball with Mace. You know what I mean? When you was like 18.
Right.
So when did you have time to move all this work and you were a big artist in like 97? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't add up.
No, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't.
He could keep on talking. You know what I mean? That's for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? He want to sell some weight, but it ain't like you a kingpin, because right there you just drop snitching on yourself. Like, and that's what these motherfuckers be doing.
Exactly.
Just shut your
Exactly,
motherfucker
DC.
up.
And Jim Jones actually got like young folks listening to him right now. Right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me Jim Jones ain't more popping in the rap game than Cam right now, today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Cam throws a little freestyle here and there, whatever. But it's just like, are you coming out with an album? Or are you dropping in the streets and stuff like that? So I don't know. Like I said, it's all talk. You know what I'm saying? It's barbershop talk.
Right.
I mean, he's the reason they got bodied in the Locks battle, because Cam he's just an arrogant dude that really don't even mess with the other two folks from Dipset. You know what I'm saying? You could tell on stage. That's why Jadakiss just destroyed them basically by himself. Like,
Well, but he capping about, but he wasn't lying about AZ now. He ain't lying.
see that I'll give you, Ned. I just wasn't aware of that. I didn't know AZ actually cooperated. I thought he just got shot in the head.
Yeah, nah. He cooperated too afterwards and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, I ain't know that. I ain't know that my damn self.
Yeah. He cooperated, whatever. And then back then he tried to rap too, which it didn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, it's just people. How can I say? It's like, that's like me talking the way I used to live and what I used to do. But if I don't do it no more, it's like, the fuck I'm gonna talk about it for? Like, if we talking like, yeah, back then you know what I'm saying, I did this, I did that, or this, but that's it. Like, it's over with. I'm not pushing myself as in like, yeah, I was the biggest. Now I could turn around and say, my dad back in the days in Springfield, Massachusetts, was the biggest name in the pusher and all that, and everybody know my dad back then, and that's why everybody called me Little Dice or whatever. You know what I mean? And who my family is, Kodo. That we were the first Puerto Ricans to integrate to Springfield, Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? And I got receipts and everything. My dad.
Yeah, you can really say that, DC, though. You can really say that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I'm not gonna sit here on a podcast and on YouTube and say, oh yeah, I was this. I'm 42 and I ran the streets and I'm the longest. This like for what? Like,
hey man, I don't do that either, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell him quick, boy. I ain't in that shit no more. I'm retired like a motherfucker, man. I'm
big facts.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah, you always say that. You always say, yeah.
Like that's why I just be staying quiet until somebody really push my buttons. That I'm just like, yo, here's my address, bro. Like, cause you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm a hothead. I'm a firecracker. You know what I'm saying. But it's just like, as you get older and you get kids and you got different mindset, you try to change. But Cameron could keep on talking. He's the longest. He's probably like I said, the rapper and Harlem with the longest creek and all that from Church Another Corn and all that. Cool with Big L. You know what I'm saying? Yes, but streetwise as a doughboy, nah. I can't agree on that one.
Right.
Yeah, he sounds corny as hell, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. He sounds corny. It's lame. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he wasn't bigger than Alpo. He wasn't bigger than AZ. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't bigger than a lot of dudes from
and Nicky Barnes, Guy Fisher. Like, you can go on and on, bro.
Frank Lucas.
Rich.
Yeah, Frank Lucas.
Nah.
Yeah. But hell, Dame Dash.
Yeah, you just took the words right out of my mouth. HF3. Really, I was gonna say Dame was probably doing more things than him.
Did he?
We're being honest.
Did he? You want to talk rap music? Diddy, nigga, Diddy.
Well,
Just
yeah.
saying.
Is Diddy out of Harlem?
He from Mount Vernon and Harlem.
Yeah. He was born in Mount Vernon, but then he was raised in Harlem. Same thing. Jim Jones wasn't born in Harlem. He was born in the Bronx.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of things. It's crazy because Jim Jones' father is Puerto Rican.
Really? I didn't even know that. See, he don't even.
I thought his mother was Puerto Rican. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is part Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I know that, David. See, yeah, his father died when he was young. I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Jones is half Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Never talked about it.
No, you don't.
He don't say nothing about it.
It's the same. But you see, it's crazy because I don't know back. If y'all remember back then when the rappers was going to the reggaeton songs.
Yeah.
You know, with Daddy Yankee and Noriega and all that, because that's when reggaeton really Spanish reggae was really popping, and they started going over there, and that's when Noriega was like, "Oh yeah, I'm half Puerto Rican, whatever." But it's like you never mentioned that you was Puerto Rican until then.
Until it was financially incentivized.
Wait a minute. Damn, David. See, God. See, I ain't listen.
That's a great point.
All right. David, see, I'm on the outside looking in, right? I'm on the outside looking in. So I'm coming to you because I'm curious now. I remember this because when the war report dropped, he never mentioned that shit.
No, he never mentioned it until he came up with that song Boricua.
Yeah, I know that song. Yeah, I liked the song.
That's when he started claiming that he's half Puerto Rican, which his father is Puerto Rican, and he was a boxer in Queens.
Right. Melvin Flint.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of rappers look at Fabulous. Fabulous is half Dominican.
He is?
Yeah, he is.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that
either. Listen.
Again, when reggaeton started popping, that's when he said half black, half Dominicano. And I was just like, let me look into it. His father is Dominican.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, Ned. New York and Miami are similar because it's a melting pot. It's a mixture. Like you would think this nigga's a full nigga. He could be a straight like Afro Latino. You won't even know. He can be Dominican, full blood Dominican, but look like a nigga. That goes in New York
I've seen
and Miami.
I look at baseball. I try to. I be like, he look like me. Until the words come out.
Like New York and Miami is heavy on that. Like you would think that's a full-bred nigga. That's not a full-bred nigga.
Nah, like listen, I got cousins. I got aunts that my aunt, she Afro Latina, like she got nappy hair and a fro. It will not grow further than her ears.
Right.
And she black like Akon, and that's my actual aunt. That's my grandmother's sister.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, people see my mom, they was like, yo, why your mom so dark and you mad light? I came out like my father. My mom's side is Afro Latina, black. Her father was Taino, was an Indian tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like it's crazy. And I got Jamaican cousins. And people was like, oh, my cousin is half Puerto Rican, half Jamaican.
Right. See,
look at this. I'm gonna tell you this real quick, not to cut you off. My niece is half Puerto Rican. Her baby dad is Haitian. He a Creole. He talks Creole and all that. So I got a niece that's half Haitian, half Puerto Rican.
That's gonna be. Hey man, when she get older, don't make her mad. How about that?
Listen, it's crazy. That's why like a lot of people's like, yo, but why you talk like you this and that, and you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, I grew up in New York, bro, and Springfield, Massachusetts. Like this is what we was around, you know what I mean? And then when I moved from New York to Miami after 9/11, I was living in Alapata and Overtown. My mother for 22 years, she's still living Overtown in a building.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? In the condos or whatever. So it's like people say a lot of things because they see my skin color, but it's like, yo, bro, like, again, I don't need to sit here and tell you every single thing why I am the way I am and talk. But it just that's my life story. But yeah, I mean,
Right.
other people glorify and add more to it, or what's like Cameron is doing right now. But you know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary. That to me is unnecessary.
Right, for sure. For sure. But let's get back to him real quick, man, because he got some more shit to say, David C. I hope you're ready, nigga.
Them niggas would have been called me out. The West Side niggas would have been called me out. Ask Switzer, ask Crucial Conflict. Ask them niggas who had K-Town jumping. You ever hear Ohio niggas call me out? Ken wasn't in Columbus. Ken wasn't in Cincinnati. They never call me out because I was there. And when these niggas be telling these stories, acting like they all Harlem, this, that, and third, I ain't knocking they shit. But don't throw me trying to say Cam's a rapper. You tried to rap, it didn't work out. Secondly, you be sitting there telling these stories like you made a mad money, and I said you did, but I don't think you made more money in the street than me. You know how much me and Zeke was kid? I don't even want to discuss it. I know statute of limitations is up, but I'm scared.
Oh my God.
He need to
Nah,
stop.
that's listen, that right there is crazy because you was probably pushing like trees and all that, like weed and everything, but you was not making more money than crack back in the 80s, bro. Like that you need to stop it. And AZ and Alpo and all that stuff like that, they was making 6-7 million a day, bro. That you ain't making that. You definitely not making that.
And they were like teenagers, DC. Like they were doing that at like 18, 19 years old.
That's cap, bro. That's cap. You didn't make more money in the streets way like that because again, they would have not been your face out big popularity wise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah,
I mean, if
to
you
me, that's
already
cap.
lit like Cam, why would you even admit that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would talk about it, but I'm scared. Ain't Freaky Zeke dead?
No, he alive.
Nah, he alive.
What?
Yeah.
Who's the one that died from? I might be thinking of Stack Bundles. I might be thinking of Stack Bundles. I know he wasn't in Dip that.
Nah, Stack
I
Bundle was Bird Gang, but he wasn't Dipset.
Yeah, like I heard Cam had a song. I used to get it in Ohio or whatever, but like,
Yeah,
I just don't buy. I just don't
again,
buy him
that's
being
true.
this big ass drug dealer. I just don't buy that. I think that's bullshit.
I could give him the part that he was moving weight, but again,
I mean,
that
but
was
guess what
trees,
though?
but-
Listen, let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna keep it G, dog, because I was outside the streets for real, bro. The only issue, like you go to the Midwest, you can catch an issue. Like, but I know for shit show, Chicago and Detroit niggas, man, please. They're gonna sniff you out quick and get you up out of there.
They would have robbed him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Chicago and Detroit niggas, they be on go. Both cities. I've been, for sure. But like your Indianapolis, your Des Moines, Iowa, your Milwaukee kind of getting turned up now. I ain't gonna hold them. Like Milwaukee kind of like on their shit right now. But like maybe somewhere in Indiana, not Gary. Gary, like right outside Chicago. There's some crazy motherfuckers too over there. But anywhere else in the Midwest, bro, you got that pat, man. You lay low, man. You can get some money out there. It's not really that hard to do because in them type of places, David C and T Killer and Ned, don't too much shit go through there, bro, unless it comes from Detroit, Chicago.
And you're gonna hear about it, right? HN3, like if somebody just comes through and they got a bunch of shit on deck, like folks is gonna hear about it. They're gonna be like, yo, you heard of this dude? And they gonna check on him, see who this dude is, who he fuck with. Like that's just the way it go. You know what I mean? You're gonna hear about that shit if you really out there and really getting money. So I don't know. I just think
but see,
it's a
but
dumb
here's my
argument.
thing though. Here's my thing. In this part of the story, he ain't tell David C. I know T Killer, y'all both know this. He ain't tell y'all how long he was out there though.
That's the problem.
You see what I'm saying? He
I mean,
didn't tell you how long he was out there though, because
all right, so my bad. Go ahead,
He
bro.
was in college. He almost got an NBA career, but he stopped, and that's it. You know what I mean? Because I think he got caught selling drugs in the college, or he got caught on campus with a gun or something like that.
Okay. So that's
Yeah,
my
I think
whole
he got
thing.
caught
You
with
know,
a pistol
like,
or something.
I'm gonna keep it real. David C can go to any city in America and make a play. I can go to any city in America and make a play. But how long was I really out there fucking around?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Bro, I was in Florida for 6 months. And I did my thing. You know what I mean? But I was only there for 6 months.
Right. You know
And
what I'm saying?
my brother was there before me, and we were doing more, we were working the golf courses, to be honest with you. Because they were all around we were in the middle of fucking nowhere, fucking Apopka, Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there was nothing to do out there but golf and shit, and everybody liked to get fucked up.
Right.
So we noticed that and just took advantage. I went to the barbershop the first day I got to Florida and basically got a plug right then and there. But just, obviously had to do, but you know how it go. You get to talking to somebody, oh, I'm from Beantown, whatever. And that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you got a little plug.
Right.
Especially in Florida. Like, I don't know. It was too easy in Florida.
Shit, man. Hey, man, Florida and Houston similar to me. You go to Houston or Florida, them niggas waiting to get in there and plug you in something. You know what I'm saying? They're waiting to plug you in something. But like I said, Cam saying what he's saying. You know what I mean? But I'm like, you saying you doing this and doing that, nigga. Like, what kind of run did you have out there for real? That's all I'm saying. Like I done took trips and was gone for like a week or two in a country town and made some money. You know what I'm saying? But I don't walk around saying I ran some shit. How? For what? I just make some money. You know what I'm
Acting
saying?
like you was that dude for that short period of time, like, it's just lame to me. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, you were just a cog in the wheel. That's it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and play the rest of this shit real quick.
Tell you what we was doing, man. Do a background check on me. So no, hold on. You asked. I know you like your legends and all that. I know you like your legends, your Harlem legends, and I heard niggas feeling. Who had a better run in Harlem than me, bro? Ever. I'm just saying. Tell me. Who had a better run? I'll say it.
I'll wait.
Wait, you said you made more money in the street than AZ? That's what you said?
Yes. What?
You hold on now. He was getting joints. He was getting bricks for a certain amount of price that's unheard of to sell them for another price. And he had the jukebox. And he had 130. What's that? 133rd. Come on, bro. It's just flowing.
You know how much a gram of heroin was in Columbus, Ohio?
You try to.
Yes or no? $350. You know how much a gram of heroin in New York is if you getting bricks? $50 to $55. So you do your math. Do the math again. Yeah, do it again.
so you was
damn.
Bro, that is the biggest cap I ever heard in my life.
He's lying.
Bro, a gram, bro. I used to sniff heroin, bro. There was never a gram of heroin sold for $350 ever. Mind you, I had a short run. I was doing pills, and the pills ran out, and they were killing people, so I had to do what I had to do. But bro, that's just BS, bro. Like, that's why would people pay that amount of money for, like, people did heroin because it was cheap. That's why this dude is just full of shit.
Exactly.
You don't know what the fuck he's talking about. $350 for a gram. Bro, that's like $100. Like, let's do the math. That's like $30 a 0.1 milligram. Like, just stop.
And y'all actually
Just
can,
stop.
you could see the pictures of them. Like they had pictures of them in the 80s. They were making like them cars. What they was wearing. Ain't no way. Cam, stop lying. They were teenagers making that kind of money.
Hey, wasn't it funny though too? Because I told you I heard that song. I used to get it in Ohio.
Yeah.
And of course, he brings it up and just tries to put some. Do the math. Stop it, bro. You weren't making more money than AZ. Them dudes had it. That's why they made. That's why they made Paid in Full. Because them dudes had a moment. You know what I'm saying? They were making crazy
how long
money.
was you out there, nigga? That's when it counts. How long was you out there?
That's the question.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the question, big dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like how long was you really out there in Ohio fucking around? That's my whole damn thing. Straight up. But
I just think Cam gets the rapper money intertwined with what he wants to say he was getting on the street. Like, nah, dude, how old was Cam when Horse and Carriage came out? Anybody know that?
Shit, Cam
was he
probably
21?
Probably like 21, yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
The age doesn't even match. If you was 21, I remember Horse and Carriage came out. We was in high school. Well, wait a minute. In the 80s,
yeah.
Kid, stop it.
I'm listening to that on the bus to school. Stop it.
That's what I'm saying. Like for real.
I mean,
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, what it sounded like, because I'm gonna give him an out with this one. He could have been still doing his thing, right? He could have been doing his thing in between albums because he wasn't making that much money.
Sure.
I'll give him that, but to say you was big time.
But I mean, even if you doing that HM3, right? If you're smart, you're not really touching it like that, right? Pause. You're not really touching the product like that. Like you're letting the homies handle that.
Right.
You're just the bank.
Mm-hmm.
If you're smart, if you know what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I never got really caught no major cases, because they just couldn't tie me to nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's kind of something I want to give them an out on, per se. You know what I mean? Because I look at it like, all right, nigga, you know, we don't necessarily know everything that you had going on. So we just take whatever it is you saying. I guess we're gonna run with it, per se. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga Cam hell, bro. Jesus Christ. Hold on.
You was buying, so hold on. So you was buying 750s and all that when you was bored, when you wanted to match your clothes, you was buying He wasn't Rayful Evans or nothing, but you was buying 750s and all that.
The diplomat movement got started from Ohio.
Well, we ain't get to that yet. Why you spoiling? That's a spoiler.
Stop puffing
up.
Stop puffing up, Sam.
But guy, what's the question? I don't know the question. What's the question, guy?
No, I was just trying to hold on, bro. He was getting joints, 50 joints, 100 joints.
That's it.
Hell.
All right, so let's talk up here then.
I see. I think if I know somebody try to follow my footsteps, I ain't even gonna say nothing. Somebody wanted to follow my footsteps. I ain't gonna say who. Somebody tried to run down there to one of the towns.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of overalls and empty land.
I'll tip it.
Listen, man, I'm just saying, bro. Regardless of, okay, cool, whatever. All the niggas I named on that song, and you ain't even hear the second verse. I'm asking you, who? Okay, let's. I know you like AZ and all that. He told. I got shot up too.
No.
I got shot up too, and I ain't telling nobody. Yeah. You listen to AZ and he be like, Why you tell? Because they shouldn't have did that. That's exactly what I heard that nigga say. Nigga say, like, the next day, nigga exact words say, you know what game you in? That should come with the game. It's part of the game. That's part of it.
That's part of the game.
I just don't get why he's even even trying to put this out there. Like, why would you even admit any of this?
Maybe,
Just
sir, you got shot in DC. Maybe you don't know who did it, sir. So shut up.
Right.
You in your pink coat. That's what he had on when he got shot. DC had a pink coat on.
Oh, for real?
Yes, because we don't condone that pinkness.
That's why he got shot then, Ned.
I'm just saying, you were.
That's why he got shot.
I mean, you in DC in a Lambo, and if you know anything about DC, a lot of that, like, you know, DC the hood, all right? The White House in the hood.
It is.
Right.
I can attest it. And it's very small. People think
Yes.
it's very small.
So you pulling off the exit in your motherfucking Lambo, everybody outside, them niggas know you ain't from over there.
Yeah, you a quick lick to them. All right, just follow this motherfucker home. We gonna run in there. And it's over.
Come on, man. That's all I'm damn saying.
This is just common sense. Like, this is just common sense, bro.
I mean, I'll say this to you, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, man, from New York, man, when they move to other places or go to other places, they don't know how to act accordingly, and they do too much, and that's why a lot of shit happens to them. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this is not all of them, because there's some real ones that can adapt anywhere. But you got the goofy ones who want to be the real loud ones and make it seem like they this and they that, not knowing where they at. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing where they at. Like, yeah, like you doing this, doing that.
100%.
Huh?
100%, bro. Like, dude, when I left Florida, right? I left literally because I was like, bro, we're gonna get arrested out here. I could just tell. Like, I just didn't like, you know, we were in a apartment condos or whatever.
Yeah.
And the people were cool or whatnot, but you know, we're smoking weed all day and just, you know, between traffic. That's why we use the golf courses and whatnot. But I was like, bro, I basically came out here to get away from this shit, and I'm just doing the same fucking thing.
I could have been,
you
doing
know.
back home.
So when my brother came, he was down there for years.
Right.
But even like his last year, like, bro, he was just bouncing from hotel to hotel because he couldn't trust nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like, there could be a chick trying to set you up. Like, you know, we would go to the strip club. You know, we knew a lot of people down there. One of the local radio hosts, I forget what the radio was or whatever. But, you know, he's introducing us to everybody. And it's like, you got to be real. You got to have your spidey senses up.
Right.
You know, they trying to throw, you know, yo, you need a chick tonight, bro. They just see a white boy. You know, I was always conscious of that.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm just saying, like, you're 100% right about that, HM3.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I done had folks, man, who came down here. I try to give them game how to move. I try to introduce them to the right people to fuck with. So when you in these streets, my dog and them, they got your back. Like, it's about 30, 40, 50 niggas over here who I fuck with who gonna have your back. But they'll see it as, nah, I'm gonna do it on my own. Fuck them niggas. Okay.
and bro, it only take that one dude who for whatever reason, jealousy, whatever the reason is, he just want to come up, he broke, whatever it is, he dusty.
Yeah.
It only take one dude to really fuck your whole shit up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But let's finish this one out. I don't know. I might play the second video, but this is pretty much giving us a lot of content within itself right here.
No, it's an interesting conversation, HM3, because
yo, they shouldn't have did that. Yeah, but the point being is that wasn't my question. Who had a longer run than me?
Bobby Johnson.
Bumpy Johnson. What run? Like what year was his run?
Had the mob, he went from what, the 40s to the 60s?
Okay, I'm on 1997 to 2025.
No. See, you said the street. See, that's
no. I did not say that. No. I said that. I shouted AZ out when I said the streets. I said to you, who had a longer run? I didn't say the streets with AZ. I had a good run in the streets, but that never was my goal to stay in the streets. I said, who had a longer run than me? Forrest Gump, not how this run. Nigga, like, who had this run? The run is wild. You just picked up another. What are you talking about? This year. Yeah, just started. That's this year. Who had a longer run than me? I got a friend. Sorry, I'm sorry. You know the problem is, and we gotta get ready to get to our guest. And we'll pick this back up after we finish interviewing our guest. The problem is this: you got these legends in your eyes that you grew up looking at. And your man right here, you can't stand it. You can't stand it, man.
See, he muddying the waters now, bro. Because we just spoke about that. Like, is he talking about his career or what he did outside of that? And now he's blurring the lines.
He's trying to conflate the two.
Yeah. Like they're both
because he know he couldn't.
It's like stop
bring up Bumpy Johnson. He knew, and Bumpy Johnson he was still in the streets until he died.
Right. Hey, Two Wheels. What up, my boy? What up, Dante?
Everybody coming to the channel now. Y'all make sure.
Yes, sir. Tap in.
Yeah, tap in, man. You know, hey, I get on here where I can, man. I've been working hey, T Killer. They've been working your boy, man.
Yes.
God, they've been killing your boy, man.
Yeah, bro. I might have to. What is the trucking license you guys got?
Yeah.
I might have to look into that. Cause I basically deliver car parts, right? And but I don't drive a rig.
Right.
But I'm thinking about maybe getting into that. I might have to ask you about that.
All right. Well,
you know, maybe your Gmail or something like that.
Yeah, man. We'll get them chopping up on that, man. I'll get the game, man. I get anybody interested in getting the CDL, getting the truck and shit, man. I tell you what I know. And my wife got a lot of input too, because she a dispatcher as well. We do this shit together. You dig what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mrs. HM3.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, for sure.
We're working together.
Yeah, for shit show.
No, because I worked at a paper company for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I right out of high school, I was there for like 2 or 3 years, and they had like approached me like, "Yo, you trying to stay here long term or whatever?" And you know, I was really getting this weed off and shit. So I was like, I think I might go back to school. So that's what I did. And then, you know, I got into a crazy car accident with my best friend, you know, RIP. You know, life happened. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I ended up going back to the same company after, you know, couple folks died and stuff, and you know, undercovers pulled me over or whatever, caught me with a pound of weed. They thought they were gonna get a whole lot more. They were looking for pills, and I had just dumped the pills, you know, and that would have got me like 10 years. Instead, it only got me basically nothing.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. I had a pullover one time, right? And this, like, I'm finna hop in the next video, but you just said that you triggered the memory, my nigga.
Yeah, bro.
I'm at the gas station, right? I'm over here on Riverdale Road, right? Anybody been to Atlanta know about the South Side? Know about Riverdale Road? I'm at the Riverdale Road by the Phillips 66, right? And me and my cousin, that motherfucker. So we in there. He finna go in the store or some shit. Mind you, I'm young. I'm probably like 22 or some shit. Maybe 22, 23, somewhere around that age. I had a Ford Expedition. I had TVs, and I had 2 18s in the back. So my shit was beating like a motherfucker, right? So I had my head down. I don't know what I was doing. I was either on my phone or something, not paying attention. I looked up, It was a Clayton County police car in black. That was in all black, lights off, everything. I ain't see this motherfucker. Walked up on me. When he walked up on me, I had liquor, X pills, and weed all in the car with me, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm nervous as fuck. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I know I got about 75 beans on me, 75 X pills. They get this, I'm going down the road. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh
No,
shit.
the same thing with me, bro. Like I literally was, I just
So
dropped like 500 of them things off,
I said,
put them in the safe, and I'm like, all right, I'll run one more errand. And I was with one of my homeboys, and I was in the low key, like I had a car that I would drive at night.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If I was going out or whatever, I had an Audi that I'd drive at night. But during the day when I was moving around, I drove in a Beta, like
Right.
strategically.
Right, as you should.
And
As you should.
I knew as soon they tried to say I stopped. I ran I ran a stop sign.
Right.
Which I knew was just BS. You know what I'm saying? That was bullshit.
That's the
But
easiest reason to pull you over, man. Oh, you came to a
and
rolling stop. You came to a rolling stop.
I had a pound of weed in the front, in like some market basket bags or whatever. And I only had like 10, I want to say like 10 oxys on me or something like that. So me and my boy started eating them, but I was fucking nervous, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. And I fucking dropped them. And they're like, where's the pills? There's like 4 officers. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
Right.
And the word on the street was like, yo, one of my younger dudes died. You know, he OD'd, unfortunately.
Right.
Well, I knew I was going to jail anyway.
Right.
As soon as I heard that news, because this is like the prom king, family was popular. I knew I was going to jail. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to wait till these motherfuckers pull me over. And that's when it happened.
Right.
Just luckily they didn't get me with what I was actually rolling with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
So,
that was
like
a
I
win.
said, I may cut y'all because I want to try to finish up my little shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
No, you ain't cutting nobody off.
No, you good, bro. But I was saying, like, so when the cop came to me, he's trying to tell me, he's gonna give me a ticket for a noise violation, and he's going back and forth to his car. I'm getting nervous and shit. I'm in the gas station. I think I popped one already, so I'm kind of slick rolling already. So we had called our other homeboy stayed in apartments. I said, my cousin, hey, bro, pull up over here and pull up by the gas pump. And he said, when the cop ain't looking, walk by, and I'm gonna toss it to you. And you just goddamn, know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing. Matter of fact, my cousin said, pull up by the gas pump. I'm gonna toss it in your passenger seat and you drive off. So while the cop going back and forth, my homeboy Low pulled up. He pulled up. My cousin got there, saw him. He rolled by, tossed the shit that we had in the car in the passenger seat, and he drove off. And that's how I beat that shit.
See, that's what smart folks do. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I used to do that. That was like I had like side streets in my neighborhood where I would just tell the young, because like I said, I at a certain point, I'm not breaking nothing down no more. Now I'm just supplying supplies.
Right.
I'm not really dealing in nothing but pounds. Right. And then I got the pills on deck too. So yeah, I would just do drive-by, just put your window down, because I'm giving them the work on consignment. Right. These are solid dudes or whatever. I don't got to worry about getting my bread, and never no problems. Right. This was just the particular day they caught me in daytime. I was kind of I'm smoking with my boy, and we're just not really expecting nothing. The next thing you know, I seen the whip. I was like, yo, bro, we about to get pulled over. Watch. And I was just about to drop him off. Like, we were like 100 yards from his crib. And we were about probably 300 yards from the dude I was going to bring the pound to. So it was just bad luck, but that's how it goes. The game don't love nobody, bro. It just don't.
Hell no. But like I said, man, that's just how it was. And that's kind of why, like I said, with this channel, bro, I don't mind real ones just talking about past funny stories, man. Because you ever been outside in the streets, man? There's some funny stories you can tell. I would tell folks, even some of my partners who say they want to come on the show, man, tell them funny stories we had, but don't say no incriminating shit, because it's a lot of shit we leave out on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, you've been out there, you know, shit happens. That's all I gotta say. Shit happens. Like, for real, for real. But let me goddamn play part 2 of this video. And I think Cam finna try to clarify what he meant. So check this out.
You can say, I want you to say everything. I want you to say, you to say it.
You said a Harlem run. You know how you voided out this contract? Because you went to Ohio. You cheated. Yeah, that ain't Harlem, brother.
He said, you cheated. That's funny.
I had to laugh at that part. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. I had to laugh at that part. But hold on.
You remember in Pay the Fool when you said, nah, man, it's all about Harlem, man. We ain't going to DC. It's all about Harlem. You said a Harlem run. So you went to Ohio, you cheated. This marks you out of the contest. All right? There we have it.
Are you
What's your
finished?
reply to that?
See, and this is what I want to explain, because maybe I worded my words wrong. I don't think I did. Maybe Nick, you could go to the clip, but since saying he's misunderstanding what I said, and I'm going to be very clear on a couple of topics, because this has been bothering since the last time we was on the air. What I said was, and what I meant to say was, what I thought I said was, is no nigga from Harlem who had a longer run than I did. Now, as you can see, Nick is agreeing, but that's exactly what I said. I didn't say who had the most money at one time. I didn't say who sold the most drugs. That was not my intent.
Now, what the fuck did he say the last video, y'all?
Yeah, like what is run, bro? Run, you're implying you was hustling. Like, stop.
What you gonna say, Ned?
Oh, sorry. I was saying if you what you doing? You the one was bringing up the prices and stuff, sir. What do you think the hell we was assuming?
He implying he was the super kingpin with the dopest work ever, 350 a gram, even though there's never been a gram of heroin sold for that ever in history of the world. But according to Cameron, you know, it's like, bro, you ain't in Alaska, bro. Like that, maybe you could get that off in Alaska. Maybe.
Right.
I still wouldn't believe you. But if you said Alaska, I would at least not laugh at you. But when you say 350 and 02 or 01 or whatever, bro, you sound retarded. You could get 7 grams for that. They used to call it a finger. Like, you could get 7 grams for that, bro, and then sell half of it and then make your money back and still get high. Like, he just sounds like a goofy when he says some shit like that.
Lord have mercy. But hey, one video he say one thing, now he's saying something totally different. That's crazy. What up, MC2 Wills, my boy?
What's up, homie?
Yeah,
Chisel.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for pushing up, my dog.
Fuck you, man.
Man, shit, man. We don't discriminate around here. I got handicap parking all around my club, nigga. You good?
Fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, man.
What up, Dante? What's good, brother?
What's up, bro?
All right, this is bullshit. He got Cam finna say.
My exact language, if I didn't say it right, but Nick is confirming that's what I said, is that nobody from Harlem had a longer run than me. Now, listen, for the people who don't know where this conversation stemmed from, go check out last week's episode. But it really stemmed from a song that I'm gonna put out this summer. And I was just teasing a little EP of the joint Willie Burgers that we gonna put out or whatever. But the point being is, it's a second verse where I give people their credit who was getting it. You know, I said, and one thing I do want to clear up about that song, I said Kevin Child's name early in the song, and I fuck with Kevin Child. That's my nigga. I know we don't know each other like that, but I have mad respect for him. And those three names that I said, they was all getting some money. But the narrative which you try to change consistently, Sin, is that nobody from Harlem had a longer run than me. Now listen, Fritz, we could talk about it. I don't know how long his run was. I have to ask my Uncle Carl. Ask my Uncle Carl if his run is longer than me. And then the next name that you name, and this is why I don't even like arguing with you with certain shit, is because Guy Fisher's from the Bronx. He's not from Harlem. So he's voided. What are you talking about? He's not even from Harlem. Yeah. So what
Nah, that's some BS. Okay.
Guy Fisher was definitely in Harlem. I don't care if he wasn't born there.
Born there. So we're not doing this, sir. And you wasn't
He just playing semantics, man, at this point. Like,
right.
And that's who
you
I was
weren't
talking about.
born there,
That's
you
who I
never
was
did
bringing
nothing.
up. Kevin Childs from the 80s, because I heard about him. So yeah, you damn sure wouldn't get no money than he was. And he had a
That's
run.
another good one, Tiff. That's
He
another
had
good.
a
I forgot
run. He
about
didn't get
Kevin.
caught until the mid-90s. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even do a lot. He did 10 years at the most. But yeah, you wouldn't get, stop it.
I remember Queen's Flip was trying to press him about his story. Like, there's no way. Like, he was doing all this and he was basically explaining, like, yo, when everybody's eating, nobody's trying to tell on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was kind of the gist. That was kind of the gist of the interview. And Queen's Flip just didn't want to believe him because he was like, nah, there's no way. But bro, there was no internet back there. There was, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a different time. There wasn't cameras everywhere. Like, it was just a different time. Like, if somebody who needs some money is making money off of this drug dealer, why would they tell on him?
Yeah.
And it's really that simple.
I agree, bro. I definitely agree. You know what I'm saying? It just, like I said, man, you know, far as these folks go, bro, it's a lot of bullshit, man. Like I said, you know, he tried to frame the argument a certain way to where he can say that I was that nigga above these niggas. He's trying to find a way to put himself above them guys. And that's just not the case. You're not. It don't work like that. You're not. Point blank period.
Like HM3, let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
When him and May started that show, right? The sports show.
Mm-hmm.
Who had heard a Cameron song until he started that show? Or at least
I
was
haven't heard
checking
a
for
Cameron song since fucking 07, 08, maybe.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying, bro. It's like, bro, nobody's checking for your music. That show is the only reason people even know you're still a rapper.
Right.
And probably a lot of the kids don't even fucking know you're a rapper. You know what I mean? They just know you as the fucking sports guy now.
Right.
Who got ties on and shit. So,
So we can definitely keep that real. Dante, what's your thoughts, man? I got you up here.
The niggas be capping, bro.
You said what?
They be capping.
Yeah. He is. Because to me, it's a slap in the face to all of them guys who was putting their work up that way, who was known legends. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. You know what I mean?
I never
especially
heard
do.
song, bro.
Oh, my bad.
What you were saying?
I said I never heard a song about him, bro. Oh, listen to that nigga like that.
See, when you get to different generations, it like, you know, it get like that, T Killer.
Yeah, Dante a young fella, so he can actually speak for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He in his 20s. You know what I'm saying? He ain't checking for Cam like that. Let's just be honest.
Right.
Hey, Dante, actually, now we got you up here, brother. So,
What's up, bro?
do you hear more Jim Jones music than Cameron today or in the past few years?
I always say no, but I do hear Jim Jones a lot more than
See?
Cameron.
Right.
That's my only point. Is like, and Cameron be the one hating on his own. Like, that's the part I don't like. Like, wasn't they just getting into it like a few months ago? Like Cam
Yeah.
was beefing with Jim
Let me
because
say this,
he was
man.
saying
Harlem,
Jim wasn't
listen,
from Harlem.
what I seen, man, Harlem niggas some fucking haters, bro. They talk
Yeah,
all that
lame.
get fly, get money shit. Them niggas be hating on each other like a motherfucker, bro. Dame Dash a hater. Diddy low key a hater. You know what I'm saying? Cam, obvious hater. It's the same with Jim Jones. Like
They all want to be the
him.
biggest boss. I don't know if they all want to be the biggest boss or what it is,
Nah.
bro. But yeah, they like the arrogance is different.
Yeah, it's just the main character syndrome. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
Yeah, they all share that up that way. Not all of them, but you know the main ones who you hear about. They all really feel like they're above everything, and they're not. You know what I'm saying? But listen to some more of this shit.
What are
You
you
got me.
talking about? Yeah.
You got me on that.
Secondly, let me ask you one of the people that I'm not saying you admire what he did around the board, but you admire his hustling skills. You don't consider Al Poe from Harlem because he went to DC, or his run because he went to DC? I'm just asking, since you said I left Harlem and went to Chicago and everything else.
No.
Just asking a question for you, puff up. Don't puff up. Just asking the question.
His run started in Harlem for a minute, and then you remember that the best part of his run was in DC, and that was only for a little while. If you know what I mean, if you listen to the story, I listened to the story.
Me too, but what I'm saying is now you're giving a timetable on how long you could have been in Harlem. You said I left, he left, and a bunch of niggas leave. It's a bunch of, listen, every city you go to is some New York niggas somewhere getting money somewhere.
The main part of your success and the big money grab wasn't in Harlem. It was in Ohio. It was somewhere else. It was out of town.
But the point being is you're still missing the point. That's not my argument. I said my argument is name another Harlem nigga who had a longer run than I did. I didn't say I had to be in Harlem. A lot of niggas, you go.
Cam, you said Jim Jones wasn't from Harlem, so he don't count. Like that. This is where you're double talking. You don't make sense.
So what is he saying? A lot, but back then a lot of guys, I can tell you, they listen, like Kevin Child said his when they expanded and went to DC because DC was small, and during that time the crack epidemic was that big that because we're a small city, that the money, everything was like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them did that when they came down there.
Right.
Well, basically, Tip, you could sell the product. Pardon me. You could sell the product. You can get it from New York cheaper and sell it for the high out there. That's the whole reason.
What I'm saying. So why is he, because they left and they expanded their business. Cam, you couldn't do that.
Well, Cam did do it. Remember, he went to Ohio. That's
why he went to Ohio.
Yeah. He went to Ohio for a day. That's what he meant.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the point he was making. I mean, like anybody who ever been in the streets know, you know what I'm saying? You can get money on your block all day, your hood, your side of town, but it's another town where it's sweet. You gotta go over there, see what's going on.
Yeah, if I drive for an hour up here to Haverhill, like, yeah, I'm getting these things off $200-$300 more than what I was getting them off down here. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point.
Right.
I might go for 2,500. I can get it off for 28 up here. Like that's the whole point why you leave the city.
Right. So I get that. I get that part of the argument right there. But Cam is doing a bunch of devil talking though, most definitely. A whole bunch of it. But let me
The
tell you,
same thing that he basically what's the word I'm looking for? He basically dissing people for the same thing that he did. Like, well, I didn't say I was in Harlem the whole time, and I didn't say I was just talking about I was rapping too. Like, who had a longer? I just don't like who had a longer run. Like, what do you mean by run? Run as a rapper or run as what? You know what I'm saying? I just think he's just blurring the lines so bad to try to make his argument stick. You know what I mean? And it's just goofy, if you ask me.
Hey, that's one thing. That's one thing about New Yorkers. You got to pay attention when they talk, man. They'll try that. They'll pull that one on you quick. You ain't paying attention.
They some haters for real.
Not all of them, bro. Not all of them. Dante.
Man, I don't know, but they some haters. They be hating.
It ain't all of them, Dante. Chill
It ain't all of them,
Chill
man.
out.
It ain't all of them, man. Come on, man. Free is cool.
I know a lot of solid New York dudes.
Yeah, I know a lot too,
No,
especially down here.
I just come to my some rappers, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, man. I'm gonna probably get ready to shut it down, man.
Okay.
You know, do my thing, man. I know Bang going live a little later. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's ain't till 1. Hey, I got a hair for anymore. They ain't till 1 o'clock. I might be in bed asleep by the time that game, man. It's late.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've been falling asleep during a lot of the post games. It's just so
Yeah,
late over here.
it's so late. The game at 10:30.
You go to Syracuse. What is niggas going up there waiting for me for? What's all of I-87? Go all up there. Rochester. Keep going up. There's niggas up there, man. I don't know why you think because you got to stay in Harlem. How many niggas can be from Harlem to make all this money in Harlem if you stay in Harlem? You're oversaturated.
Talking that street shit now. Yeah.
I'm saying Spring Valley.
I love it.
Yeah, Spring Valley. All that. I'm just saying. If everybody in Harlem's trying to get money, how much money can you really get? So again, this wasn't my argument of how long a nigga got money in Harlem, how long nigga was getting street money. If I made that unclear to the audience, I sincerely apologize. I would like to say that I was saying that name a Harlem nigga, not necessarily drug street. You could have been corporate. And it's a nigga who may argue with me right now that's a dentist. Like, nigga, I've been a dentist since 74. Nigga, I made 100 million. I don't know. I'm just saying. I was open to niggas telling me somebody who had a longer run. Fritz, listen, my uncle and I'm always talking about Fritz. I don't know how long his run is. So if we talking about a run, we can ask my uncle, and I'm willing to concede if that's the case. But God Fisher is not. As much as I love God Fisher, he came bought shit in Harlem for an Apollo. That was a Bronx nigga.
That's the other name I had, Percy Sutton. Everybody knew who Percy Sutton is. Long.
Okay. I don't know Percy Sutton. I have no idea. I have to do some homework on him. I have no idea who Percy Sutton is.
Okay.
Do you know Percy Sutton? Or is this somebody who some old nigga told you this? Or you know about
We lived in the same building. We lived in the same building.
I just asked him. I don't know. All right, Percy.
He used to buy identical, same color, identical cars, the same color, and drive.
How long?
He had
How long was his run? 30 years? Do you have a 30-year run?
Probably more than that. He was around since I seen Lena Horne come in my building one time to come see him. Al Sharpton come. He owned the Apollo. He helped Maya start her career off. You know, he owned the
You're
Apollo.
doing everything but telling me how
been
long
around
the run. I asked you how long the run is. I didn't ask you who came to see him.
He been around since nigga was playing trumpet with the fucking exploding face. I forgot the nigga name. The blues player, the jazz player, and all that. That's since the '60s. who's the lady?
And he's still on the run now.
No, he died 2000, probably like 2020. But that was like a 50-year run.
And he was getting it like he was getting it in the 60s in 2018.
He owned.
See how he just insinuate, and then when somebody pull his car, he try to pivot. Like, bro, Guy Fisher is always gonna be more of a legend than a motherfucker driving around a pink fucking Range Rover. Like, stop it. Like, this motherfucker just he know how to pivot. I'll give Cam that.
Why they leave Godfish? He's still alive, actually. People like he got out just some years ago. Like the man is still alive. Like why
And Tiff,
leave him alone?
he didn't tell on nobody. That's why he's a legend.
Right.
He did because it was Nikki who told on him and the council, all because he got butt hurt.
All because he hit his girl. Like, the pettiest shit ever. You really told on a motherfucker because he was just getting bitches, and you were mad. Like, Nicky Barnes was a sucker. You ask me.
Yeah, man, he was. Yeah, he was. Most definitely. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't the only one. I just don't call no names out. If you in that life.
Right.
I just don't.
No, he ain't the only one, but he is one of them.
Yeah, he one of them. But if you about their life, I just feel like you know this is just different from somebody like me. But yeah, you want to go tell on somebody, but you was doing it worse. I ain't gonna call no names out. He not alive, but Ray Evans. Yeah. I ain't think
Like I read a book about Guy Fisher like several years ago.
Right.
That's why I know about him, Tiff. To be honest, I forgot. Like, when you asked me, I was like, how do I know about Guy Fisher? But yeah, it's just, I always had an interest in just true crime, period. And
Same here. I ain't gonna
yeah, so when I read about Guy Fisher, he just seemed like just a real one to me. You know what I mean? He was just a solid dude. He was getting money. He was getting all the hoes. And certain dudes didn't like that, and they really told on him for it. Like, in particular, Nicky Barnes. Like, that's who put him in jail. That's on. You can Google that.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. We actually did pretty damn good, man. We done got to 2 hours and 22 minutes with the motherfucker, people. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Shit. We got that thing, So, of course, thank you, Ned. Thank you, T Killer, David C, MC motherfucking Two Wheels. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Becky, Renrick, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, they know that tapped in the chat, man. I really appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go get my ass something to eat. Watch the games and go to sleep, get up at 5 in the morning, go to work.
Oh dang, you gotta go to work tomorrow too. Oh dang, yeah, it's time for you to go.
Yeah, man. I mean, but I told myself I'm gonna stream at least get one in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the least I can damn do. But for real, man. Like I said, man, I really appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. For real, man. This was an interesting stream, and that's why I worded it how I worded it, because fuck it, man. We're gonna just look at some crazy shit and talk about it. That's it.
Let's go. Let's go.
But thank you,
y'all
again,
be
man.
cool to the next one.
To the next one, y'all. Y'all be easy.